Hello and welcome everybody. It is Rebecca Davison, Intuitive Mentor, and I'm here with Sharin, Shaik here, Intuitive Coach and Women's Liberator, I want to say, which is fantastic. So welcome Sharin to the call to be here with me today.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so you know the lineup. I'm just going to introduce you and tell you people a little bit about what you do, which is helping women to be free of limitation and step into their true authentic self, which of course is a topic that is deep to my heart in terms of really people allowing themselves to really live their dreams. Because I know a lot of people think that that's not possible, but it's not really a thinking process. It's about stepping into, the energy of what it is that you want and creating that. And I know that you're a master at helping women to liberate themselves and truly drop into their heart space and experience that. So I'm excited to ask you these questions. Okay, so we're just going to have 7 minutes to jump in and do that. Safe, right, and good to go?
Yep, all good to go.
Yay, setting my clock. Alrighty, so, and you do that as an intuitive coach, right? So you would see this a lot, but when people come see you, what do you think the biggest challenge is when women show up and say, I don't think it's possible to live the life of my dreams? What's the biggest challenge that's going on for them?
Yeah, well, I think the main thing that helps women to break free are 3 things. So it's clarity, courage, and support. But if I had to pick one, I can pick the first one, which is clarity. The biggest challenge that I see with helping women break free of the good girl rules and is letting go of the social conditioning and like all the rules that they've picked up in the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their lives from their family, from society, from the community. And we grow up assuming that life has to be lived a certain way. And then when one day we realize that it's not necessarily the type of life that we actually want for ourselves, that's when we start to have this clarity, a challenge, which is clarity. So because we've picked up all these preconceived notions of what success should be, what failure should be, how our life should be, it's a real process of deconditioning of what we've been through so that we can have clarity about how we live our lives. Despite what our friends are doing, despite what our family is doing, despite what the media tells us to do. And I think the challenge is really being able to connect with your body, with your heart, with your intuition, so that you can go forward and live a life from your internal knowing. And because that is quite challenging to get that clarity, a lot of women tend to stay in situations that don't really serve them for longer than they need to.
Yeah. Totally. Like you've just nailed it there. Like what you said about the good girl rules. I was just like, oh my goodness. And all the layers and layers and layers of conditioning that we have, which is just, okay, cool. That's amazing. So what would your number one tip be to address that?
I would say my number one tip is to really start to reconnect with your body, to listen to your body, notice how your body's notice how your body's reacting to certain people, certain things, certain situations, because I feel like your body can really be a great compass to help you live a heart-aligned life. Yeah. So that's my number one tip. Yeah.
Your body is wiser than your mind, right? So I love that you say that too, because a lot of it too is like letting go of all our ideas to go into what is true for us.
Yeah.
Like literally it makes me really emotional. It makes me want to cry. I love this. Okay, so for yourself, what has been your biggest insight, awareness, or challenge that you've overcome in your own journey?
For me, I think for a long time I thought that I had to do this journey on my own. And I think a lot of women face this as well because they might feel that no one in their circle has done what they want to do before, or they might feel like their friends won't support them, or they might feel like their family might disown them. These are all legitimate fears.
Mhm.
And sometimes it can cause us to just push what we want into the back of our mind because we think, oh, that's silly or that's unreasonable. But it's really not unreasonable or silly. And I feel like it's all about just finding the people who will be there to support you, whether it's a coach or whether it's your partner or your friends, because no woman is an island. So I feel like support is really important. And yeah, I've been there before. Like I've ditched that corporate career. I've left that perfect looking relationship. Like I've started businesses. I've traveled across the world. I've moved cities. And all those things that I thought was crazy and impossible. And I feel like I wouldn't have done it without support from coach. Like I invested in a coach, and I also manifested an amazing boyfriend who's now my husband, who was able to support me as well. So yeah, definitely, yeah, looking for support and also leaning on other people's belief of you when you find it hard to believe in yourself. That's really well, that was a really big learning for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing too. I love that, right? Surrounding yourself with the people who can see it perhaps when you can't, and know that it's possible for you. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so why should people come see you at the Intuitive Living Workshop?
Well, I will be I'll be sharing examples of how some women that I've worked with have overcome the challenges and are now living the life of their dreams. I'll be sharing my own experience as well. Yeah. And I will also be talking about the one big barrier that stops women from breaking free.
Okay.
And if you come, I'll also give you my Fast Track to Freedom guide.
Mm-hmm.
It's accumulation of my 5 years experience working to break free of the good girl rules. So it's my own journey as well as my client's journey. I've put it all into a guide to help you fast track your path to freedom. So I'd love to share that with you.
Yay, that sounds
Yeah.
incredible. That's awesome. Okay, and so what is one question? You have 1 minute remaining. What is one question that I should have asked you that I didn't?
Oh, that's oh, where can people find me?
Yeah, sure, sure. They'll find you at the workshop, and
Yes.
you know, obviously have the opportunity to connect with you there. But yeah, tell us what your website is.
So you can find me on sharinshaik.com. Otherwise, I'd love to connect with you on Instagram as well. Yeah, my handle is Sharin Shaik. So I'd love to connect with you and yeah, just really speak with you and find out, yeah, more about the people who are coming to this workshop. Yeah, I'd love to connect.
Awesome. Yay. Thank you so much. Because, you know, what you're talking about is so inspiring. And when people love themselves enough to live from their heart space, like truly we see so many amazing miracles occur. And it does take huge amounts of courage, but it's totally possible. And if you get that clarity, then it's just so much easier to move forward and create it. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing your 7 minutes with me. It's awesome. I love you heaps, and I'll look forward to being with you at the workshop.
Oh, good. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Look forward
Right.
to it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.